Where do we need to be? Here's where we need to go. I don't know how to get over here. That's the problem in this area. Don't see it. This is a wall I can't climb because I'm weak. I don't think there's a way over here either.
The valley is vast. We should get to a vantage point if we want to find this expedition.
Wait. So we're gonna turn. Hopefully we can get there from here. Those didn't wake up. But seem to be a little bit of awake. Not those. There we go.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
To my health, and death to the others! Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Not too shabby. Okay, so it's this way. Please tell me I can climb it. Yes. Okay. I need to start putting points into like vigor and all that other stuff. Considering your levels, you can get to level 99. I think I have.
Over there.
59.
Tents. This must be the expedition's camp.
A camp here, in the open wind. It was definitely set up by scholars.
Signs of combat. They were attacked. By the look of the tents in the campfire, it dates back several days. It seems they were taken prisoner. I don't see any bodies. No weapon leaves this sort of marking. Perhaps they were wielding magic.
Magic is the miracle of the enlightened. This bears resemblance with the sorcery of the natives.
Would be magic.
Surprising. But not enough to help us locate precisely where the scholars are now.
I agree. This is the consequence of the tragic and disgusting practices of the bridge. Every native in their territory has revolted. We cannot know which particular clan is guilty.
This looks like scientific equipment. This must be the Lost Expedition's campsite.
Note from the leader of the expedition. Scobbly root has a dense and firm texture. The smell that emerges from it is strong and vigorous. I've observed several animals consuming it without any noticeable effect. Hence, it is likely to be edible. A distillation in the laboratory should be more conclusive. Afra has decided to move her tent further away. She says that her constant cackling prevents her from focusing. This young woman is talented, but I understand why her master dismissed her and she's bad-tempered. As good as Sherlock. Species of a bird is heavily representative in the valley. They have proven to be incredibly curious. They come so close to us that we could touch them. Natives must not hunt them, otherwise they'd be more prudent. And yet, their flesh is exquisite. Must be related to their beliefs. This native people may consider them sacred.
This looks like the journal of a naturalist. There are sketches of flora and fauna. There is no doubt. We are definitely on the trail of the Lost Expedition. It seems that one of the team kept a distance from the others. Let's see what we can discover.
Up here? Wait.
A trail of blood. That cannot be good. Follow it.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
To my help! And death to the others!
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Oh, there's one that's stuck.
Move away! Things are about to get...
Good, daylight's coming.
More blood. We're on the right path. Keep going.
He didn't make it.
A corpse. The clothes cannot be mistaken. It is a scholar of the Bridge Alliance. From the looks of him, I would say he's been dead for days, as we already thought. This isn't the woman whose journal
This is
we
pretty
found.
good for voice acting.
There's still a chance that she remains alive.
For like a AA
This
game.
man was unarmed. And from the position of his body, I would say he was fleeing. It is not honor that motivates them. Maybe it was vengeance.
I'll search the body. We might find something to help us understand.
Travel chest key.
Here is the isolated camp mentioned in the journal. Everything is in order, but the inhabitants are no longer there. Its position would have allowed them to escape the attack.
Isolated. Discreet.
Diary of a certain
Visibility.
Afra. Set up a small camp in the hollow of the valley we wished to study. The flora in this place is incredibly luxuriant. The island is the only place where there's so many different species can be found next to one another. With so many varieties, we are bound to find an antidote, Malachor. This plant, with blue efflorescent and jagged leaves, is unlike any plant I have a knowledge of. I have to lead some experiments to determine if it contains active essence. It is a shame that we cannot exchange with the natives. They must know the properties of these plants, but the soldiers warned us. They told us if we shouldn't trust the islanders. Apparently, they're very aggressive in this region. Our arrival in the valley did not go unnoticed. I feel as we're being observed. Most likely, the islanders. I hope they understand that we're not here to fight, but merely to catalog the flora. The impression of being observed is becoming increasingly ominous. You're very close. I can feel it. I'm afraid they should expect an attack. We have so few weapons. My colleagues are barely capable of defending themselves. I'm certain we're being observed from the swamp. If they attack us, this is where they're most likely come from. I've tried to warn my companions to tell them to be more discreet, but they refuse to listen.
It is a journal. That of a woman from the expedition, a certain Afra. She speaks of their research and relates here that she felt watched. She feared an attack was brewing. I believe she was right. The writing stops mid-sentence.
A woman with sharp eyes. They might have saved her life.
We must follow the tracks of the attack. They will certainly lead us to our party of intrepid scientists.
She may be part of the Alliance, but I can't help feeling bad about what happened to this woman. According to what she wrote, her attackers must have come from the swamp. We should follow their tracks.
I think we've already determined that. Good job, Petrus. So this way. So, looks like we probably just want to go back towards the other camp. And around. Can't imagine how much you play this game to get to level 99, because that's an insane amount. I'm like, what, 12, 16 hours into the game and level 18? Well, they specify 40 to 50 hours
Those are islanders.
to do
They might be from the clan that attacked the Bridger camp. Let's get closer.
other main quests and side quests. What they specify when you look it up.
Farweden se lorg quaisa. Esto gem nas quel se.
Esrade da Orgel amadred qua heluchtom. New siendad ne sunadet.
Smion zem na fravindet? Eskel geleon. Sagnais loyadad demox has.
Might have been better to have Siora with us.
Albul rade da degude edunaset. Tranegu senseni.
Vrigamis sinis radeia. Toik. Arrinmu nes haha.
Yeah, of course we're gonna fail that.
I'm not here to kill you.
Tell me then, what is your intended purpose?
We were sent to look for you.
Thought it was gonna be all badass at first.
Apologies, but allow me to express my doubts.
Well, after this little swim, you could always try to pull the trigger.
Who sent you to find me?
Well, we were not looking for you in particular, but the entire expedition. It was Governor Burham who asked us to find you. He's worried about you. You haven't been reporting.
You should have said that straight away.
Oh, it's Afro. Okay.
I must admit, I was hoping for a rescue. Of a different nature. Do you have a name?
Desade. I'm from the congregation.
The new governor's cousin. Who wears an islander face. I've heard stories about you. And them?
Bishop Petrus, if our young friend hadn't insisted on coming here, I would have gladly let you rot in this marsh.
Behold the charity of the enlightened, huh?
Kurt. Simply Kurt. I protect our excellencies.
Just Kurt.
back. And if one of your violent fits overcomes you, rescue party or not, I will kill you.
This is a rather odd group. I am Afra, a scholar from the Bridge Alliance. It is rather rare to find me rolling in the marshes. I study the fauna and flora of this isle. I should imagine you have many questions.
Yeah, the attack.
We saw the site where you were attacked. What exactly happened?
We were taken by surprise. One moment
He's blunt.
everything
I
was
like him
calm,
that way.
and the next a war party of natives fell upon us. I had an uneasy feeling and kept myself apart. But when I heard my fellow scholars' shouts, I rushed over. Most of my companions are incapable of defending themselves, and we didn't have guards to protect us. One of them tried to flee, but they brought him down. We decided to give ourselves up to avoid a massacre.
What have you done since?
What has happened since the attack? How long have you been in these marshes?
We were taken prisoner and were brought to a village nearby. I was able to escape while the others were taken to a house that they use as a prison. I wanted to join the Bridge Alliance frontier post not far from here, but I wasn't able. So I doubled back to keep watch of the village from a distance. I have been hoping to find a way to free my companions, without any success so far.
Your research.
Have you made progress in your search for a cure?
We were studying some quite remarkable plants when we were attacked. The region is rife in unknown and novel species. Some seem incredibly promising. The local shamans know all these plants and they use them in their remedies. If only we had been able to converse with them rather than getting ourselves captured.
Could you lead us to the village where your colleagues are being held prisoner?
Certainly. We are oh so very close. And I fully intend to participate in this rescue. I'm not one to sit around and twiddle thumbs.
Alright, let's follow her. Oh, well, me going any faster doesn't speed her up at all. I like the outfits in this game, too. They look really good, I think. Oh, she was quick getting up there. It's dark.
This is where the natives took your colleagues.
Yes,
It's one of our
it is
camps?
here. These ruins are being used as a camp by the native raiders.
There are so many of them. Better to remain discreet.
I have spied on the camp and discovered where my colleagues are being held. They are being kept in the old walls of the main ruin.
Walls. And this has to loop around. Alright, alright. Oh my god! Guys, go!
I would rather avoid unwarranted deaths. We should wait until nightfall and look around the camp to find a more discreet way to get inside.
Yes, mother. The side quests in this game are pretty good, too. I have to say, I'm impressed so far with Spiders games. This is the first one I've ever really played as Spiders.
To my help, and death to the others!
You said grenade? Why would you waste it on these guys? All right, so world travel thing here. Get over there, I wonder. There's a lot going on over there. Assuming it's a town. Interrupted letter to Professor Serafedin. As I'm on my way back to you with the supplies you had asked me to gather for the expedition when I saw one of the creatures you told me about. This enormous beast resembled a deer, but it walked on its 2 legs and it was taller than the trees. Alas, it saw me too and rushed towards me. I tried to defend myself using my sword, but it kept bouncing off his shell. It seemed as solid as our best armor. Eventually I managed to run away, but I am bleeding profusely and no longer have enough strength to reach you. I hope that someone will find me and give you this letter. Tell my wife I love her. I wonder who this Serafedin person is. Because that's part of one of the quests that we have. Professor Serafedin's footprints, or footsteps. Got quite a few more letters to do, though. Search the Cardinal's apartment. That's Petrius's. Oh, we could talk to Kurt about his ghost regiment. Well, we're busy doing this right now. I do want to do Kurt's. I'm really interested in that one. That one definitely piqued my interest. Trying to find this Phantom Brigade that's killing all the good soldiers. Recruiting them. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably do Kurt's mission next because it's just a side quest, but man, did I liked it. I really liked it. Was it Jonas? I think that was who was killed. I don't think we want to get caught, right? That was the whole thing. Another way in. Seeing a way yet. Might have been the Jonas Brothers. Oh, here it is. Like, how do we get up there? Well, that's pretty. Look at that. That noise, music. Got those lovelies. This has to be about the edge of the map, so let's go take a look.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
To my help! And death to us!
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Yeah, Conan no base look like that was great. I finished my season for Conan Exiles too. Can I get there from here? No. Something's over there. I'll wait. Now I'm gonna wait for the Age of War to I've discovered Silverfall. Yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit for Age of War I don't think it's really added anything I really want at the moment. Right now, they just did some better, some improvements. Like they, I think one of the improvements they just added was smaller hitboxes, so you're going to need to be more accurate. But I will probably start up when they get to the third, where you get the PvE sieges, because I'm really interested to see how the PvE sieges will work. Like, to me, if you're gonna have sieges, a PvE siege, that means you're gonna have to have more and I thought for sure something would be in here. You're gonna have to have more thralls with you. Otherwise, what kind of a siege is if it's just you and one other guy? This is great. This looks so good. Where'd that scroll shine? Okay, so let's actually let's use it. Alright, so I got this, so I could dodge now. So we can do increases the fury generation by all attacks. Yes. So I'm going down this route. I really want... Well, increases damage by getting hit behind by 20%, which is nice. Yeah. I didn't see another way. Maybe this way still. I mean, she's standing up here waiting for me. Apparently she doesn't care for the view. Go in my treasure room so I can have heavy purges when they unleash them. Can't wait. I know, I'm looking forward to that. I hope it's good. Yeah, so right now I still got my Occupy Mars, the Infected, of course, Subsistence. That's what I'm doing now. I don't know if I have... I want to try, Hold Your Own. Oh, I got Forever Sky's the other one. I want to try Hold Your Own, because I want to know what,
I fled as they were about to lock my companions inside a cell.
what that one's like.
We're going to need a key.
The prison guards will certainly have the key.
Yes, I did leave. I also got got my max level staff, or book, I should say, spell book. We're gonna have to kill him for a key. I think he's just gonna give it to me. Chests. Yeah, it's the first time I've ever done it. First time I've ever done it. And it's pretty sad, my last episode, too. Sadness. Mikey wept.